Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a timeless reading. This energy was activated the moment you clicked on this video. Try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here is the Wheel of Fortune. You may have been feeling like your life is kind of at the bottom of the wheel, between the rubber and the road. I feel that things are turning around for you. I think your luck, so-called, your luck is improving. This is a card of great good fortune. This is going to be the biggest win of your life. Okay? Things are getting better. Your world is expanding. I think that you always knew you were meant for great things, right? You're someone that can see signs, right? You're someone who's very in tune with synchronicity. Yeah. This is a card of divine timing. And I think it's saying that this is, it's Aquarius o'clock right now. It's your time. Okay. Let's see where this is going. Let's do a few more cards. Nice. A Queen of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles underneath. The Universe or the World card here behind you. The Nine of Cups. Yes, see, that makes me want to cry. That's so beautiful. Tears of joy here. But an Eight of Swords in the future position, possibly. Over here we have a Ten of Swords. We have the Fool. We have a Seven of Swords. And we have a Knight of Wands. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. It is Spirit's way of saying that we have to get through some sort of confusion here. That there is a loop here with that Eight of Swords. There's some sort of self-sabotage going on for you. Okay. Really, I think, especially with this Universe card, the World card here behind you, Spirit's saying, it's been a long time. Something has been delaying your progress. This success has been a long time coming. This big win for you. You've been very patient for it. There has been a lot of delay. A lot of the time, this card is just like we've crossed, oceans to get here. Miles, years have gone by. Trackless wastes and unfathomed oceans, right, to get where we are right now. Don't let your mind sabotage this for you, okay? Don't let the negative thinking, don't let your rumination, don't let your worry about the past prevent you from enjoying this thing, okay? The past is all of this distance that you've traveled, the years that you've waited for this. The future is uncertain. The future is now, we're trying not to worry about that. You're trying to stay right here in this present. This is the present moment. Okay. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown, and we're going to put it right here with our little octopus friend, the Eight of Tentacles. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card might be, put your prediction, your hunch, your guess down in the comments below. Now, looking around the room at the major arcana, we see the world or the universe. The long distance, right? Really the long and winding road that you took to get here to this moment, okay? All the delays, all the obstacles, the distance that you've had to cover, okay? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's saying that this win for you has been a long time coming, and here it is. the fool in your environment or the fool in your relationships and how you are relating to the world, to me it feels like allow yourself to enjoy the win. It's saying that really this, this success for you, this biggest win of your life, is going to give you some freedom, maybe financial freedom. Maybe this is a card that's saying, look, go travel. Go do the things you've always wanted to do. Go indulge yourself. Go play. Go have fun. Don't get stuck in this worrying about the future. What's going to come next? Where am I going? What is it going to be? When's it going to be taken away from me, right? Don't sabotage it. If we get into this 8 of Swords, we're not going to feel that 9 of Cups. It's going to be blocked. Okay? The Fool is not tangled up in all this air energy. And I think you're someone who's prone to a little bit of self-sabotage. I think you're somebody that when good things happen, you start to wonder why. Or like, when is the other shoe going to drop? When is it going to be snatched away from me? Right? We get back in this old mentality, this old way of thinking. These old programs start to run again. Yeah. And I think it prevents us from really enjoying the moment. And sometimes it even prevents us from getting to that success. From getting to that, it's almost, in a way, it's almost a fear of success, right? So we've got our majors. We've got fire here at the end, which I think is absolutely wonderful. We've got the water up here, which is just gorgeous. We've got air, air, and air, and I don't like it. I don't like the air. Okay, I don't like the air energy. It's trying to distract us from enjoying the moment. It's trying to distract us from getting that big win, seeing the signs, recognizing the divinity, recognizing the synchronicity. If Spirit is showing you a big billboard, big neon sign saying, here's your big win, all this air energy is the mist, the cloud, the haze in front of your eyes, and you can't see that big neon sign billboard, And that's a problem. So we gotta clear all that away. And the Fool is kind of saying, you know what? I'm not even going to listen to these thoughts anymore. I'm freeing myself from these entanglements. There's something about a school. I don't know if you work at a school or you used to. Spirit's also saying that now's the time for partnership. Now's the time to join forces with somebody or to engage with that other person that you've been wanting to. Or maybe it's not a person, right? But it's you wanting to sort of I don't know, something you've always wanted to do, or someone that you always wanted to sort of talk to or get to know or reach out to. Spirit's saying now's the time to do that. Okay. And what's the joke about the boat? There's some incident on a boat or something happened with a boat for you at some point. You have a strong connection with the spirit realm. I feel there's a lot of energies around you, a lot of consciousness around you, you have like a lot of spirit guides. You have like a whole team, right? A whole spirit squad. And I think because I'm hearing a lot of people like cheering for you. Yeah. And it kind of feels like you're working hard to believe in yourself right now. Yeah. Because something that you're doing, some effort that you've been putting into life is going to pay off. Right? You got the 7 of Pentacles underneath. This is inside, is that failure. The little f failures inside, right? Does this mean that you sometimes feel like a failure? Is this even in a moment of success where we should be experiencing happiness? You can't help but feeling like, it wasn't good enough. Or, oh, it wasn't quite the best thing, or I won, but I could have done more. I could have done better, right? I think you have a difficult time believing how great you are. Yeah. The circumstances in your life now are going to sort of repeal this 7 of Pentacles, and you're going to feel like a success. This is not happiness. This is feeling like a failure. This is feeling inadequate. This is feeling like I tried, but I fell short. Yeah. This is changing. But I think that you've been feeling that way for a long time. This is the universe card in the past. And it sort of represents like a long, hard life. Like you know the struggle. And when you know the struggle, it's very hard to get out of that struggle mentality, especially when you start getting some kind of success. It's kind of like, I'm not indulging in that success. I'm not allowing myself to be free enough to accept that success. I'm so used to running into problems. I'm so used to, well, a life of this, where it's just a lot of work and very little reward. Now you're getting these rewards, and Spirit's telling you to accept it. Feel good about what you're doing, okay? There's a person in your life, a particular person with the letter T in their name, first or last initial, very important to you. The Queen of Pentacles here, this is kind of like, in a way, this is your future self. You know, looking at the past, looking at that long and winding road that you had to travel to get where you are right now. This is you sitting pretty. Looking at that long history, that long struggle, looking at the grind, the years of grinding away at something. That is what matters. That was what has made you the person that you are today. And that is what has earned you the right to be happy right now about this success that you're achieving. Okay? Allow yourself to follow the signs and the symbols and the synchronicities and feel this happiness. This is, look, you're looking at the long, winding road. And I think that it took a lot longer than you thought. Yeah. But it's going to feel a lot better than you expected because it's taken so long. I think this reward is, beyond anything that we could have imagined. It's the Nine of Cups. This is happiness. This is abundance. This is success, physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, creatively, fulfilled. This is living a happy life. And this is you feeling like a success rather than feeling like a failure. But this is always part of you. You always have this feeling of, I didn't do enough, or I still need to work harder. I still need to do more. I'm not done yet. I can't quit yet. Spirit's not telling you to quit. Spirit's telling you to enjoy the fruits of your labor right now. Okay? You're somebody who's involved in some kind of sacred dance or some kind of a ritual of movement of some kind. Yeah. The future position with the Eight of Swords, this is interference. This is sabotage. And it's kind of saying, don't let anything interfere with your happiness and your success right now, because you have earned it. We go back into this failure sort of mindset. This is kind of like these two cards together. This is bad news bears. This is leading us to depression. This is leading us to never feeling good enough. Okay? And it starts with the thinking. It starts with the words that you use when you talk to yourself. And we have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of going forward, when this big win happens, in your success, in this happiness, don't let anybody, any other person come along and interfere with that or sabotage that for you. In other words, don't get pulled into anybody else's drama. Don't let anybody else tell you that you don't deserve it or that you're not good enough or that you didn't earn it, because that is the furthest thing from the truth. And that relates over there to that Seven of Swords that we see in this position. This is what we don't want. We don't want the interference. We don't want the distractions. We don't want the criticism. We don't want anybody coming in and trying to tell us not to enjoy this. I'm not going to let anything ruin this day, in other words, right? Not ourselves, not anybody else. Okay? So what you're looking at is you're able to see this coming. Okay? But the thing is, the Queen of Pentacles is not, she has her back to this, right? Because the Queen is so busy looking at the past that we don't see the interference coming ahead of us. It's sneaking up on you, but you're too busy looking at that long and winding road. All right? Let's turn our view around and let's bask in the glory of this moment and not let anything interfere with this feeling right now. This is the biggest win of your life. Okay? Biggest win. Spirit's saying something about a scarf. Either you've been wearing a scarf or you were gifted a scarf or something like this, yeah. Or it belonged to somebody else. Let's talk about the path of the serpent. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It is totally free. The Ten of Swords here, to me, feels like we're escaping a prison of our own mind. That we are breaking through limitations here. We're breaking through a belief system that says, I can't, I'm not good enough, I didn't do it, I'm not good enough, it wasn't fast enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not short enough. This is us getting out of that birdcage. This is us freeing our mind from all of that negativity. All of negativity from other people, negativity from ourselves. We're realizing that the world that we've created is very much dependent upon what we think, the story we tell ourselves. So this is the end of that that paradigm. This is the end of that belief system that says we can't do it, or that we don't deserve it, or that we're not good enough, or that we shouldn't be happy for whatever reason. No, you're basking in that happiness now. These are tears of joy, right? And that's wonderful. Spirit's saying to start a gratitude journal. Start a gratitude journal and write down positive things like this. Write down these positive feelings. Write down positive things about yourself. How are you grateful for yourself? Right? It's kind of like, I'm almost feeling like an apology kind of thing, but it's not. Don't make a list of all the things that you're sorry for. In other words, write down all of the things you love about yourself. Write down all of the positive things that you can think of about you. So it's not really an apology, but it's kind of like we're counteracting some of that negativity with just a lot of positivity. Make a list of all the things that you're grateful for about you, about your life, about your loved ones, family, friends. All the blessings that you have in life. Okay. That Ten of Swords is also, as your general energy, it's kind of a tendency to really not believe in ourselves. It's kind of like a tendency that maybe you recognize in yourself of pushing yourself toward a goal, but then sort of giving up before we get there. Okay, which we all do that, right? I think what you're doing now is you're recognizing all the limiting beliefs, the limiting values, those things that you assume to be true that we don't know that they're true. They probably aren't. All the things that we tell ourselves that keep us in this sort of nastiness over here. We got to get rid of all of that. These are all the things that we think and say and do ourselves and coming from other people that keep us in this failure mindset. That are sort of preventing us from thriving. This is not prosperity. Okay? You're freeing yourself from that. You're accepting prosperity. You're accepting the blessings into your life. Okay? The Fool is that freedom. The Fool is this sort of happy-go-lucky, very, very playful energy right now. And I think that it's it's a major contrast with the Swords cards and that Seven of Pentacles. The Fool has left all of that behind. I think you're leveling up your life. I think that you're experiencing a degree of success that it sort of feels that it feels like we don't deserve it. We didn't earn it, but you did, and you do. The Fool is now just like taking it. It's like, no, the money's yours. Take it, right? The Fool says, okay. And I think that you are, you're doing a lot of things in life that you never thought you would get to do. Okay? And I don't know if this is a financial thing. It feels mostly it is a financial thing, that there was some long-term investment for you that now is finally paying off. You're kind of shocked in a little bit of disbelief, but it's paying off. Okay? And it's going to allow you travel. Spirit's saying that there's a connection with Texas. I don't know what the Texas connection is, but there's a lot of travel in your future. This is you exploring new things. This is you searching for novelty. Doing all those things in life that you never thought you'd get to do. Exploring this vast universe. Okay? Now we have to, of course, get out of that criticism. We have to avoid the negativity coming from other people. There are a lot of people that will try to, or a lot of people that are jealous of your success. A lot of people that will try to diminish your joy, bring you down, right? A lot of people that will try to get you back into that feeling of that Seven of Pentacles. There's a lot of people out there, believe it or not, that don't want to see you happy. Those aren't your people. We need to avoid those like the plague. Okay? We don't want to be distracted by any sort of drama, any kind of entanglements. You got stuff to do. You've got places to go and people to see, right? So we're avoiding this, and you are getting out there and you're doing it. This is kind of an impulsive energy. This is saying like, look, you feel this happiness, this joy, this overwhelming abundance. Just go with it. Yeah. I feel that this is you setting off on a new journey. This is you going out into the world on a new adventure now. I feel like it's a financial freedom. I feel that it's giving you the opportunity to travel and, like I said, do a lot of things that you never thought you would do. This is you sort of getting out on the road and getting started doing some of those things. Okay? There's a really good energy for you. It really, really makes me happy to see, especially to see that that Nine of Cups at the top here. Even though we have that Seven of Pentacles that sort of weigh us down, right? It's better than sort of seeing this. Right? This would not be very good. Okay? But instead we see this. We see the happiness on top, that this abundance is raining down on you. And I think it's pushing this further and further away. Yeah, you're stepping outside of this this paradigm, or this pattern, this habit of thought, really. Let's look at the mystery card. I want another card of happiness or success. Maybe it'll be some pentacles. 9 or 10 of pentacles, probably. Let's see what we have. Oh, a Page of Cups. Interesting. Well, for one, this is the fish in the percolator. You're able to see the signs, right? You're able to really pay attention to the magic and mystery of life. This is you finding the extra in the ordinary. This is you finding the magic of the moment. Okay? So this is, this is kind of, you're seeing the road signs that Spirit's placed on your path. And so you kind of, if you trust this, then your future is going to be just wonderful, magical, right? It's when we start getting our mind involved, our doubt, our questions, our insecurities, our pessimism, and all these patterns of thought, that that prevent us from seeing the signs. Okay. This is also, the Page of Cups is a card that says there are a lot of new feelings coming up in you. That a lot of like new desires that the Fool is looking for something to go do, right? You're going to feel a lot of attraction to a lot of different things. You're going to want to dip your toe into a lot of different ideas, a lot of different experiences, a lot of different hobbies, or you're going to want to dabble a little bit in a lot of different things. Kind of saying like, follow your heart here. Let your heart sort of guide the way with what you want to do at this point going forward, because you have been at this, you've been grinding away for so long here. Allow yourself a little bit of an emotional vacation and kind of go where your spirit takes you, go where your heart sort of wants to explore. Yeah. A lot of new feelings coming up, an attraction, an interest in a lot of different things. Yeah. This is wonderful energy. We're going to do an extended reading too. We'll do an Jing reading. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Aquarius on Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.